Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're going deep into the world of AI, but not just the cool tech stuff. We're talking ethics, the big questions that come with these cutting-edge advancements.
Yeah, it really is like exploring uncharted territory where the map changes constantly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot to cover today, from OpenAI SearchGPT to Google's Gemini 2.0, NVIDIA's new developer kit, and even X jumping into the world of free AI with Grok. Ready to dive in?
Absolutely. Let's break it all down.
All right, so first up, SearchGPT, OpenAI's answer to the whole search engine dilemma. An ad-free, cookie-free search engine. I mean, who wouldn't want that? No more targeted ads following you around.
It's a pretty appealing idea, especially now when data privacy is so important. But I think we have to ask, is having all your search data going through one company, even one like OpenAI, really more private? What's stopping them from using this data in ways we haven't even thought of yet?
That's a great point. It's like trading one problem for another. Instead of more or less private, it's a different kind of privacy.
Exactly. That change in how we think about data privacy is so important. As we move into this new age of AI-driven search, it's not just about keeping our information secret. It's about understanding how it's being used and making sure it's used in a way that aligns with our values.
And speaking of AI making decisions, that takes us to our next topic, Google's Gemini 2.0. It's not just smarter AI. It's a step toward AI that can act more autonomously. I'm a bit of a sci-fi geek, so this is both exciting and a little terrifying.
I know what you mean, like in those movies where the robots start thinking for themselves, things get a little crazy. But seriously, autonomous AI could totally change our lives.
Okay, give me the optimistic scenario first. What's the best case scenario for autonomous AI?
Imagine AI managing traffic to make commutes better and less stressful, or AI that can diagnose illnesses really accurately, catching diseases early and leading to better treatments.
Wow, that does sound amazing. But let's flip the coin. What are some of the potential downsides?
Well, one of the biggest challenges with autonomous AI is making sure it aligns with human values. AI systems learn from the data they're given. And if that data reflects our own biases, those biases can be amplified in the AI's decisions.
That's a scary thought. It's almost like we have to teach AI how to think ethically.
Exactly. It's a complex challenge. Algorithmic transparency, accountability, and ongoing monitoring to make sure these systems are working like they're supposed to.
So it's not just about building smarter AI. It's about building AI that's aligned with our values. And that benefits humanity as a whole.
Precisely. And that leads to the big question. How do we as a society guide the development of autonomous AI to get the most out of it while minimizing the risks?
And that's a conversation that everyone needs to be a part of, not
Yeah.
just the tech companies and the people making policy. So to all our listeners out there, we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on autonomous AI? Your hopes, your concerns, and your ideas. Share them using hashtag AI for the people. Let's figure this out together and make sure AI benefits everyone.
It's going to be an exciting and challenging journey. And the more voices we have, the better.
Now, while Google's working on AI that can make its own decisions, NVIDIA is taking a different approach, empowering people to build AI with their new Jetson Orin Nano Super Developer Kit. It sounds like something out of a superhero movie.
It really is powerful technology, packed into a small package.
So basically, NVIDIA is making AI development tools accessible to, well, pretty much anyone, right? Students, startups, hobbyists, anyone with internet access who wants to learn about AI.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
And it's both incredibly exciting and potentially concerning. On the one hand, making AI development more democratic could lead to a ton of innovation. Imagine students building AI solutions for local problems, or
Yeah.
startups developing groundbreaking technologies that they couldn't before.
It's like opening up a whole new world of possibilities. But I'm guessing there's a downside.
You got it. The democratization of AI also brings up concerns about misuse. Putting powerful AI tools in people's hands without safeguards could lead to unintended consequences. Imagine AI-powered surveillance systems that violate privacy, or autonomous weapons in the wrong hands. It's a double-edged sword, and dealing with that requires careful consideration.
So it's not just about making these tools available. It's about making sure they're used responsibly.
Exactly. And NVIDIA is trying to address these concerns through documentation support and community guidelines, but it's a work in progress. And the conversation about ethical AI development is far from over.
Well, this is where it gets really interesting. Google developing AI that can make its own decisions, and NVIDIA empowering individuals to build AI. It's like two sides of the same coin. Both raise important questions about the future of AI and its role in our lives.
It's amazing to see all these different approaches coming out. And while Google and NVIDIA are dealing with these tough questions, X has jumped in with their free AI chatbot, Grok.
Grok? Huh. Everyone's talking about it. They say it's this super smart assistant that can answer anything, help you get stuff done, even tell a joke or two.
It's definitely getting a lot of attention, and the fact that it's free means way more people can access AI, which could be really powerful. Think about what it could mean for digital literacy, especially for people who haven't had access to these kinds of tools before.
Yeah, it's like leveling the playing field, giving everyone access to AI. But like we've seen with other AI stuff, there are always downsides to think about.
Absolutely. One of the biggest concerns with Grok and free AI in general is data privacy. Where's all that user data going and how are they using it?
It seems like data privacy comes up in every AI discussion. This tension between the good things AI can do and the risks to our information.
Exactly. And with Grok, there's also the worry about misinformation. AI chatbots are only as good as the data they learn from. If Grok gets biased or wrong information, it could spread lies, which is scary considering how many people can use it.
It's like we're giving everyone a megaphone without making sure they're saying things that are true.
That's a great way to put it. It shows how important critical thinking and media literacy are in the age of AI. We can't believe everything an AI tells us. We need to be able to judge information, spot biases, and think for ourselves.
So how do we balance access with responsibility? We want everyone to be able to use AI tools like Grok, but we also need to be careful about how they might be misused.
It's tough, and there's no easy answer, but I think it starts with education. We need to teach people how to use AI the right way, how to think critically about information, and how to recognize and avoid biases.
What's interesting to me is how all these AI developments, from SearchGPT to Grok, are making us ask some fundamental questions about technology's role in our lives. We're not just talking about cool gadgets anymore. We're talking about tools that could change our society, our economy, even how we understand ourselves.
It's true. And these aren't questions that tech people can answer on their own. We need everyone involved: policymakers, ethicists, educators, everyday people.
Totally.
Yeah.
We need to talk about what kind of future we want with AI. Do we want AI to empower people and make society fairer? Or do we want a future where AI is used to give a few people more power and control?
It's our choice.
Yeah.
And that's why these conversations are so important. We need to be having them now before these technologies are so embedded in our lives that it's too late to change anything.
So to all of you listening out there, we want to hear from you. What are you hoping for and worried about when it comes to the future of AI? What role should AI play in our society? Share your thoughts and join the discussion using hashtag AI for the people.
Feels like we're at a crossroads, right? All this incredible AI, but we're still figuring out how to use it responsibly.
Yeah, it's like getting this amazing toolbox full of powerful tools, but no instructions. We know they can build amazing things, but also that they could be harmful. So how do we write those instructions? Where do we even start?
I think we have to remember that AI isn't neutral. It reflects the values of the people who create it and the data it learns from.
That's a good point. If we want AI to be a force for good, we need to make sure it's built with the right values from the beginning.
Exactly. And that means having different perspectives involved in the development process, making sure AI systems are fair, inclusive, accountable.
Like, we need to build in ethical safeguards right from the start.
Yeah.
A moral compass for AI development.
I like that. A moral compass for AI. That's what we need. It's not just about preventing harm. It's about using AI to solve problems and create a better future.
That's what excites me about AI. The potential to use it to tackle things like climate change, poverty, disease. What if we could harness the power of AI for good?
The possibilities are huge, and we have to remember that AI is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used in good or bad ways. It's up to us to decide.
So what does all this mean for our listeners, for everyday people who aren't AI experts but are using these technologies more and more?
It means we all have a part to play in shaping the future of AI. It's not just about understanding how it works, it's about talking about the ethical side of it, demanding transparency from the companies developing it, and speaking up for an AI future that benefits everyone.
I like that we're not just watching this AI revolution happen, we're part of it, and we can influence where it goes.
Absolutely. And that's why it's important to stay informed, think critically, and be part of these conversations. The future of AI isn't set in stone. It's something we're building together, one decision, one conversation, one line of code at a time.
Well said. I think it's time to wrap up this deep dive. We've covered a lot today, the ethics of some of the most exciting and potentially transformative AI out there.
It's been a great discussion, and I hope our listeners are leaving with a better understanding of AI ethics and feeling like they can help shape the future of this amazing technology.
So to our listeners, we'll leave you with this thought. As AI becomes more a part of our lives, what role do you want to play in its future?
Join the conversation online using hashtag AI for the people. Let's navigate this together and make sure AI benefits humanity.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, stay curious.